La clima. El clima de Ecuador. Spanish for the weather of Ecuador. Oh, is it beautiful? And good morning, and welcome to another beautiful day here in Ecuador. Today is a video that a lot of you have asked for because you want to know about the weather here in Ecuador. And I'm gonna change this up a little bit because it can't be all of Ecuador. It has to be to Quito. And then we'll talk about the different parts of Ecuador and why the weather is different wherever you go. But take a look right behind me. It's actually raining right now and sunny at the exact same time. And I feel like that really describes Ecuador in the perfect way. Sun, rain, exactly the same time, where you want to have a short sleeve shirt and also a jacket at the exact same time. All right, let's talk the weather of Ecuador. After living 27 years in the north of the United States in Wisconsin, and 7 years in the south of Latin America in Chile, and now almost 4 years here in Ecuador, I can tell you right now that you are going to love the climate here in Ecuador. The friends that come here, well, they're just so impressed, especially if you come from Canada or the north of the United States in the winter time and you're cold there and have all these jackets, and then you come here and you might have a light jacket in the morning, and then later on in the morning you might have a t-shirt, and sometimes it stays really nice all day, or sometimes it rains a little bit in the afternoon, which is perfect because in the south of Chile it's like a desert in some places, so it's really dry. Especially in the summertime, you could have 6 months of no rain. And here, that's really rare. So here, usually you have rain in the afternoon and it's super green all year round. Absolutely beautiful with all the tropical plants and things like that here in Ecuador. But because we're at 78, sometimes 8,500 feet, we're really high in the mountains, and typically that means that you're going to have this weather that could change throughout the day. So I might be on a hike early in the morning and I might be really cold, and then I'll take all my clothes, not all of my clothes, but I'll take a lot of my clothes off, and then you put on sunscreen. You always wear a hat. Not right now, but I should always wear a hat because the sun is that intense, and also always wear sunglasses because your eyes can't really deal with this amount of sun, and the amount of sun rays that come through and just hit you every day is pretty insane. So sunscreen, sunglasses, a jacket, and I don't even know where this rain is coming from right now, but it's starting to rain right now, even though it looks pretty nice outside. Like there's a little cloud, but it doesn't look like a big cloud, and it's starting to rain. You just never know here in Ecuador what the weather is going to be. But that's not necessarily true, because that's true here in Quito. But what if you go to the coast or different cities, the Amazon rainforest? Let's talk about the different parts of Ecuador. All right, take a look at this. It is now raining outside. It was just really nice out where it was sunny, and now I'm cold because the rain hit me, and it's just, that is Ecuador. Things can change so quickly, so bring all the different layers. If you go to the coast though and go to Guayaquil, Guayaquil is totally different because their school year is even different than here in Quito. Our school year ends at the end of June, so kids have off July and August. But on the coast, you have off in December and January. So same country, totally different climate. Also, the climate there is going to be more tropical because you're not at high elevation. You're right next to the ocean at 0 elevation. Very tropical, lots of mangoes, bananas, all the tropical fruits and things come from there, which is pretty awesome. Then, if you go to the east, you're going to get to the rainforest. So it's going to be rainy there, but a tropical rain. And what a cool place the rainforest is. The difficult part is getting there. So from Quito, you can get anywhere. So you can get to the coast of Ecuador in about 6 hours or less, depending on where you're going, or longer, depending on where you're going. And you can get to Tena, the rainforest closest to Quito, which is beautiful, 100% recommend it, in 3 hours. But you have to go higher into the mountains. Sometimes there's snow and ice and things like that, and big rains because you're going even higher in the mountains. And then you go down into the tropical rainforest, which is rainy, tropical, beautiful, so fun to visit any time of year. And honestly, there's just no bad place to go here in Ecuador if you choose the nice like touristy places and things like that throughout the year. As far as weather goes, you just don't get any better than living here in Ecuador. It's absolutely beautiful.
We make chocolate, but right now the beans are fresh, right? That's light.
See.
In which direction?
They're going right. They're going this way.
So there are definitely some good times to come visit Ecuador. So here in the Sierras, the best time is June through September because this is really the dry months. This is when the kids are off of school. This is the best time because the weather is awesome. The temperatures are usually between 64 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit, like 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. And then if you go to the coast, Guayaquil, Manta, Salinas, and all those places on the coast, the best times are December through May. And the temperatures are going to be much warmer, 77 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 to 32 degrees Celsius. And then if you go to the Amazon, the best times are August to December. So it's going to be humid and rainy always, and the temperatures are going to be between 77 and 86 degrees Fahrenheit, 25 to 30 degrees Celsius. If you're going to the Galapagos, the best times are December through May. It's warm, sunny, perfect for swimming and being outside. Temperatures are going to be between 79 and 86 degrees Fahrenheit, or 26 to 30 degrees Celsius. So I think those are going to be the times that you're going to want to know about if you're coming here to Ecuador. Throughout all of Ecuador, every place is different, but it is absolutely beautiful. The other thing that you want to know about is that always the sun goes down at 6 p.m. and up at 6 a.m. every single day. That never changes. When I was living in Chile, that changed a lot. When I was living in Wisconsin, that changes a ton. And then there's no daylight savings time, so you don't change your clock ever here, which is really, really nice. So, Ecuador, winning for sure. And look at this beautiful view. Almost anywhere you go here in the Sierras, you're going to have this view. Incredible. So the truth is that Ecuador is just a magical place no matter when you come. There's telephone lines that are all over the place, which is just like an eighth wonder of the world of how they get so many lines up in one place. And then you have the weather that's perfect. You're on the equator, so you think it should be super hot, but you're really in spring all year long. And I personally love spring. It's one of my favorite seasons. It's not too hot, not too cold, no snow here unless you go up to the top of Cotopaxi, which you can hike up there if you'd like to. And you can see snow from Quito, which is just this mild t-shirt weather every single day type of a place to live. I hope that you enjoyed this video for today. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok, gringoylatinojon. And right below, if you want to donate to the channel so I can keep traveling around and sharing Ecuador with other people all throughout the world, people from Spain, from Rome, from the United States, Canada, all over the world, just leave a little donation right below. love to be able to show Cuenca and places on the beach. Manta, everybody tells me I have to go to Manta and share the food from there. I need to go and travel and see these different places. But I hope that you enjoyed this video for today. And I love this weather here, especially being from Wisconsin, where it's cold like 8 months of the year. All right, we'll see you guys next time. But for now, enjoy wherever you're at and come here to Ecuador. Ciao, pescado.